Hey everyone, this is Borvak. Want to do a quick review of Nightwing number 61, Burn, Nightwing, Burn. You got a nice cover here with Dick Grayson and I guess they're calling her Nightwing Gold. I don't remember her street name or her real name, but fighting a fire monster. This is, does it say here? No, they're doing that thing where they don't show the title until a page in or so. Just really quick over here, they're doing an article, or not an article, an ad for, what is this, DC Universe? Not to be confused with DC Universe Online, which is the MMO that I've played a little bit of. But I've very little interest in DC Universe. I'm glad it exists. I'm glad that it allows shows to exist. I think, except like the Young Justice. That's not DC Universe, is it? Wasn't that Netflix? Is it DC Universe now? I don't know. I'm so confused. Anyway, excited for the Batman Hush movie. I wish that it was going to be Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill voicing Batman and the Joker respectively, but I think they got the one guy who does both of them pretty well, both Batman and the Joker. I think he's a better Batman than Joker. But I think they have him doing the voices probably. He's been doing a lot of things recently. He's okay. His other ones I'm not so excited about, but maybe you guys are. Let me know. Not really excited for DC Universe. You can only have so many streaming services, you know what I mean? But anyway, enough wasting time. Let's get into the comic. So we've got Dick Grayson running through the city. This is City Ablaze conclusion. So I don't know how many issues this has been, but this is the conclusion. Spoiler, it's actually kind of a satisfying conclusion, and I'm actually starting to like the Nightwings, which is a little bit surprising. But if you haven't read the previous issues, feel free to, skip this video and go read them and come back after you're done if you like. But one thing I'm going to say, they're trying to do this thing where Dick Grayson lost his memory because he got shot in the head by the Joker, because whoever's writing the main book, his name slips in my mind at the moment, Tom King, I thought that'd be a good idea, I guess, and it kind of messed up the whole Nightwing book, but it gives us kind of, and the Titans book, actually, but it does give us an interesting sort of segue, a different sort of story that they can tell now, where Nightwing lost his memories. He doesn't want to be Nightwing. He just wants to be Dick Grayson, but he's kind of getting pulled back into the hero lifestyle, almost against his will, just because of his nature as a good person who wants to help. And that is an interesting story. We can discuss like how long that story should go on before we get the regular Nightwing back, but it is an interesting segue that you can kind of build off some interesting ideas. I am going to say this grease on the face needs to go. I know they're doing this whole bit where he doesn't want to, he's like kind of tsundere about being a superhero now. He doesn't want to be a superhero, but he's accidentally being a superhero, so he's kind of just being a superhero with whatever is in his trunk, which is like rope and grease for his face. Everyone's going to recognize you, okay? This grease on the face thing, stop. Like, the masks, they're kind of, they kind of make you suspend your disbelief a little bit too much already, but, it's a trope, it's accepted, it's somewhat believable a little bit, but this grease thing, just go away with that. Don't stop, get him a mask or no mask, this grease thing, stop. Okay, but anyway, like I said, the Nightwings are starting to grow on me. So this lady, they're all wearing different suits from Nightwing's history, which I think is actually a really cool idea. She takes the gold, the one with the gold lining, because that's the prettiest one, I guess. Of course, the girl would choose that one, #sexism. I don't think that's sexist. But they're fighting a fire monster, actually getting into the story here. Dick Grayson kind of saves her. they're kind of trying to figure out who this monster is, and they suspect this lady whose dad is in a coma, who used to be a firefighter, and now she hates the fire department for putting her dad in a coma, and they think that she is somehow either controlling or becoming a fire monster to get revenge. That's kind of the theory they're working on. So Nightwing Red, also known as Hutch, is casing her apartment. He can't find any information. Sapienza is like, I don't know if he's like I don't know police terminology. He's like the chief of police or something. He's the boss of all of the rest of them except for Hutch, because he is a firefighter and not the police. But they're like, he used to be a cop, so they're all friends, I guess. So they couldn't find anything in her apartment that would show that she is the fire monster. I guess they're calling him Backburn, which is kind of interesting. That's kind of a cool name. Kind of a tropey, fun thing to do to name the villains. Nightwing Gold is facing off against the fire monster, Backburn. Her brother is, what are they calling him? Nightwing something? Do they say? Does he have a designation? I don't remember. We'll see if it shows us. But he's good with cars, and he just drives the... This is kind of a cool bit. He drives the car, and he misses the monster. He misses Backburn, but he hits the fire hydrant, and that was his plan all along, was to spray water and deactivate him, hurt him. I mean, you know, anyone who plays Pokemon knows you use water against fire, right? I mean, anyone who has ever put water on a fire knows that that's what you do. So they're fighting in the water. The fight is escalating. Her brother, who is driving the car, he just flipped the car by hitting a fire hydrant, so he's probably a little hurt. They find out that the fire monster Blackburn is actually not the girl. It's not her. It's her father, who's in a coma. So he's in a coma, but he's controlling this fire monster and kind of unleashing his anger against the fire department for putting him in a coma, etc., etc. So there's this... I don't want to skip over this too much. It's a really, really nice fight, but I really think you should read it for yourself. It's just fun comic book action fight with stakes. This is the sort of thing I like in a comic book. But they kind of have their moment, and Backburn is kind of fading from existence because of the water. Nightwing Gold gets her brother out of the car, and Backburn says, you know, you have to let me go. He says that to his daughter, which is sad. So apparently the water didn't just kill the monster side of him, it killed any of the... Since the monster died, apparently, it killed any remaining traces of like neurological function still left in his brain. The activity it was still there is now gone, so they disconnect him. Using a European keyboard. I mean, I can take masks and capes, and I can take, you know, fire monsters, but give me this European keyboard with the upside down enter key in Gotham City, and I'm sorry, I'm taken right out of this. I can't handle it. But her brother wakes up, he's okay, and that's the end of the story. I think it could have kind of ended differently. They could have had you know, they defeat the monster and the guy wakes up. That would have been a happier ending or something like that. I don't think it really needed to end this way, other than, you know, give some angst for the main characters. But overall, it was a good story. Like I said, I'm starting to actually kind of like how they're turning the Nightwing, all of his different suits that he's worn throughout the history, putting them on different people with different personalities, and almost making them into like a Super Sentai hero team instead of Nightwing, you have the Nightwings. And this is an interesting idea. Nightwing Gold, Nightwing Blue, Nightwing Red. And then I forget what her brother is called. If you remember, let me know. I'll have to read the comic again more carefully. But it's an interesting idea. I still want Nightwing back. Get rid of that stupid grease face. Get rid of that. And give us Nightwing back. He could lead the Nightwings, have them kind of like he's Nightwing, but they're, Nightwing and the Nightwings would be an interesting book or something like that. You got Nightwing and have him have these kind of Nightwing guys on the side. It's an interesting idea. I don't know. Still want Nightwing back though. So we'll see how long that takes. I think the solicitations are still showing this Nightwing's angle where the book is called Nightwing, but there is no actual Nightwing in it. There's just Dick Grayson in blackface. Black eye face? Black mask? I don't know. But interesting story. It's starting to grow on me. Still want Nightwing back. But this issue, this conclusion of the arc, The City Ablaze, it's a really good issue. Really good comic book. Filled with action. So I give it a recommend. So I gotta give it a sticker. Let's do that. Let's put this thing. I don't know. Hold on. Watch me reach over here. There we go. All right. Gonna one-handedly put this back in the board. There we go. And this comic from me is awarded a green sticker, which is the second to highest honor a comic book can get. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Did you like this issue? If you like what you saw here, go pick up the issue for yourself. You can read it word by word, panel by panel, and page by page instead of just getting my kind of brief summary review. Support your local comic shop. If you don't have a local comic shop, go find one online. Just Google and you can find a nearby comic shop. If you don't have any comic shops nearby, you can do online shops that fulfill orders and will ship to you on a monthly or weekly basis. Or if you like to read digital, you can go to Comixology or Amazon and buy there. And that's all I gotta say. Enjoy your comics. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to you in the comments section. Thanks. Bye.